So okay, let us start with another problem, somewhat a different problem. So it is not only the determining the resultant as well as the direction, that is total result. Here some of the forces are given and we need to determine the direction of the one force. So let us go with the problem. So what is given and what we need to find out here. So try to concentrate on the problem. So what is given? 4 forces acting on a hook. This is what the hook, what you are observing. 4 forces, 60 kilonewton, 100, 150 and 80 Newton are acting on a hook. Determine the direction of force 150 Newton. That is what you need to determine. So here 150 Newton is a force. That direction is not given. That is theta they have given. What is this theta value? That you need to determine. So that is what the problem. So and they have given the condition. So what is the condition? The hook is pulled in x direction. The hook is pulled in x direction means you have to consider resultant is acting along x direction. Determine the resultant force in x direction. They have clearly mentioned hook is pulled along x direction and resultant is lies in the x direction. So now what is the condition? Fx and Fy based on this statement.
Fy is 0.
Summation of Fy is 0 and summation of Fx is equal to R. Is it correct? So that is determine the resultant of a force in the x direction and hook is pulled along x direction. So means our resultant, so because all the forces are here, our resultant is acting along x direction. So therefore what is the condition? Summation of Fx is equal to R and summation of Fy is equal to 0. So this is what the condition you need to consider based on the given statement. Is it clear how to write the condition? Are you clear with this? This is very important in this type of problems. So if you write this condition, so then you can easily solve the problem. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So now just observe the problem. So how many forces are there? How many forces are there?
4.
4 forces are there, right? 60, 100, 150 and 80. So now in this, as I told you, this is what the condition, because resultant is along x direction, summation of Fx is equal to R and Fy is equal to 0. Just you need to apply this condition and find out the unknowns. That's it. So and now you can see here all the forces are inclined. Just I will tell you what is the inclined forces. Just concentrate here, that is components. So what is the horizontal component of 150 here? Just tell me the value, that's it. 150 cos theta is your horizontal component, 150 sin theta is vertical component, and again this 100. Just observe the figure carefully.
30 plus theta.
Observe the figure carefully, then tell me the value.
100 cos 30 plus theta.
Just observe the figure neatly, whether it is 30 plus theta or theta. Just observe the angles where it is given.
100 cos 30.
100 cos 30 is correct, because they have given inclination from here to here, that is 30. Right? Here to here, that 30 is given. So therefore your x component is 100 cos 30 and y component is 100 sin 30. just observe the figure neatly. You can observe here 30 from here to here. Therefore 100 cos 30 is horizontal and 100 sin 30 is vertical component. So then 60 degree, what is the horizontal component and vertical component of 60 kilonewton? Sorry, 60 Newton. Observe the figure.
60 cos 30 degree.
60
60
cos
cos 60.
60 cos
60 cos
60 is
60.
correct. Okay, because this is the inclined force. We need the inclination with respect to x-axis. So from here to here 30 is there, and from here to here 30 is there. Therefore totally it is 60. So therefore horizontal component will become 60 cos 60. 60 cos 60 is your horizontal component. Similarly 60 cos sin 60 is your vertical component. So like that you have to observe the figure carefully while writing the components. Is it clear? 150 making an angle theta and 100 is making an angle 30 degree, and 60 means you have to consider with respect to x-axis. Therefore from here to here 30 and here to here 30, totally that is 60 degree. So this is what the resolution of a force. So then again last, what is the x and y? 80 kilonewton. 80, what is x component?
80 cos 40.
80 cos 45 is your x component, and 80 sin 45 is your y component. So now all the forces we have
Cos
resolved.
45.
Okay, 80 cos 45 and sin 45. This is also with respect to x direction. Therefore x component cos, y component is sin. So now you have resolved all the forces. What is your intention? Your intention is to find out what is the theta value and resultant. What is the value of resultant? We know that resultant is acting along x direction. So that is what the aim of this problem. So let us see how they have considered summation of Fy. You can see here all the resolved vertical forces 150, 100 and 60, all the forces vertically upward, and only 80 is downward. Therefore 80 is negative. The rest of the forces are positive here. 80 sin 45 negative, and similarly 60 sin 60 kilonewton. You can observe the figure and also this, and 100 sin 30 vertically upward, and 150 sin theta. That is summation of Fy is equal to 0. So now here in the entire equation, what is unknown? What is unknown in this equation?
Theta.
Theta is unknown. So you just having the mathematical calculation, simplify it, you just find out what is the value of theta. That is 17.61 degree. So this is what the value of theta we will obtain by the calculation. So and again what we need to find out? We need to find out the value of R, resultant. So what is the value of resultant that we need to find out? So in order to do that, you have to consider another condition. Summation of Fx is equal to R. So here the thing is, only two conditions are there. First, which condition you need to consider, that is left to you, because in order to find out R, we need the value of theta. Therefore is equal to 0. Whatever the condition is there, that condition you need to consider first, because you will get any one of the unknown, then we can find out the other unknown also. So there is no any condition, you have to consider that only. But if you get the one unknown first, then you can get the second unknown. So means if you are considering summation of Fx is equal to R first, means R is also unknown, theta is also unknown. So therefore Fy you need to consider first, that is 0. Anything which is equal to 0, that condition you need to consider first. So just observe again same thing, summation of fx is equal to r. Again, all the forces are acting along the positive direction. You can observe all the forces are moving in this direction, all are positive. So therefore you just consider here 80 cos 45 positive, this force, and 60 cos 60, 100 cos 30 and 150 cos theta, all the forces, 60 cos 60, 100 cos 30, 150 cos theta, theta value is 17.61. By substituting and simplifying, you will get the r is equal to 316.14, that is 316.14 is our resultant. So this is what a simple problem we need to consider to determine r and theta. Is it clear with this, all of you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So after the class, you need to solve the problem. Then only you can understand. And still, if you are having doubts, you can clarify. So only they have given the number of problems. In that, theta and r value, they have told you to find out. So and in order to consider the condition, you just concentrate on the given data. Hook is there, determine the direction of the force 150. Direction is nothing but theta value, direction of the force, such that hook is pulled along x direction and resultant is acting along x direction. So based on the given, you need to write the condition first. So then again similarly you need summation of fx, fy, resolution and composition. Then you will get the answer. So this is the somewhat different problem on the bracket, on the hook. Hope that you have understood the problem. So let us move for the another simple problem with a different plane. Okay. So have you clear with the previous problem, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now just observe, this is what the somewhat different problem. So what is the difference here? The difference is the coordinate direction. So means you just observe. First I will explain you what is the question. Determine the resultant of a system of forces acting on a body as shown in figure. Take coordinate direction as shown in figure. So means what? We know that our natural x and y axis, natural x, this is what our natural x and y axis we are usually considering. This is x and this is y. But in this problem they have told you take the coordinate direction. So means whatever the x and y direction they have given in the problem, you just take that as a reference. How? You can see here, as per our assumption or the natural coordinate system. So if you observe the 600 Newton, so this is not inclined, so that is vertical force as usual what we are solving. But by considering the coordinate system, that 600 becomes inclined. So means you have to find out same thing but with respect to the given coordinate system, different coordinate system. So you can observe here in the have you understood the problem? Same thing, you have to find out the resultant of a force system, but you have to consider the given coordinate direction instead of natural x and y axis. So whatever the x and y axis they have mentioned, so you have to consider that. Is it clear with the problem? Just I will explain you how to solve. Is it clear? So now you can see here, this is what your x-axis. So you can see this is what your x-axis and this is what your y-axis. With respect to this x and y axis, now you need to consider the forces. Clear? So instead of the natural, you have to consider the given coordinate. So now 600 is a force which making 45 degree with respect to which axis?
Y axis.
Y axis. So means 600 becomes inclined force here with respect to y axis. 600 is a force which is making 45 degree inclination with respect to y axis. That is 600 becomes inclined. And 800 is which type of force it is? 800 you can observe here. Vertical force. That is it which is acting in this direction. Just I will write in the different color. So 800 is acting vertically upward. So as per the given coordinate system. And 700 inclined with respect to which axis?
X axis.
X axis. So it is X axis. So now you have to write the resolved component. So only all the procedure is same, but X axis, Y axis you have to consider with respect to the given coordinate system. That is only the difference. So now just tell me the what is the X value and what is the Y value. Resolution of forces. Here this is what you can resolve the force like this, right? So now this is 700. What is the value? X component 700.
700 cos 30.
700 cos 30 is your X component and Y component is 700 sin 30. Sin 30 is your Y component. Clear? And similarly 600 is a force which is making an angle 45 degree with respect to Y axis. So now what is X component and what is Y component? So now like that you have to resolve. So what is the Y component here?
600 cos 45.
Correct. 600 cos 45 is your Y component and 600 sin 45 is your X component. Sin 45. Is it clear? So this is how you have resolved. It's the same thing, and but you need to consider with respect to the coordinate axis. And another force is there, that is 800. This is vertical force only. There is no need of resolution. So now you have to apply summation of Fx and summation of Fy. Just you need to find out the value. So again with respect to this you need to consider the direction. Positive, positive, negative, negative. So thereby 60 sin 45 will become negative, 700 cos 30 will become positive, and vertical forces both are downward, they are negative, 800 is only positive. So now you just apply that condition and find out here. That is 700 cos 30, you can observe, that is summation of Fx. Okay, summation of Fx, 700 cos 30 positive direction and 600 sin 45 it is negative direction. You just observe the direction what I have written and just simplify. Similarly, how many vertical forces are there now?
1.
Vertical forces, that is including resolved vertical force also, vertical component 3, that is 600 cos 45, 700 sin 30 and 800. All are the vertical. 800 is moving upward, therefore positive, and remaining are moving downward, therefore it is negative. You just consider this and by simplifying you will get the value. So this is how you need to find out the resultant whenever there is a coordinate system is given. So just you have to assume and you just concentrate on the axis. So then you will get how you are going to resolve and how you are going to find out the resultant of a given coordinate system. Just by simplifying that one that is formula is there. You just apply that formula and find out. Theta is equal to, again they have not given the formula here. Theta, what is the formula? Resultant, as I told you, summation of Fy divided by summation of Fx. It is tan inverse of this value will give you the theta value. So this is regarding this problem. So let us continue the next problem in the next session.